All right, people, we are back for day number 14 of the BREWDOG Advent Calendar live streams. I've been saying day number 15 all day. I don't know why. I'm obviously a day in front, but we are back getting straight into rolling up this joint. Tonight, we are smoking on a little bit of peach rings. A little bit of a change from the dog. I like the dog, but sometimes it's nice to switch it up a bit. So tonight we got a little bit of the peach rings. We're going to get into rolling up this joint. Right now we are drinking on this dark mild. This one is from the Beer 52 Advent Calendar from Turning Point Brew Co. I've never had a dark mild before, but this is actually really nice. I'm actually really enjoying it. Yo, Dawson Reed, how's it going, my dude? I have had an alright day, to be fair. I wasn't supposed to be at work today, but I was called in, which I don't really mind because today was busier than usual, but not terrible. It's never really like super busy at my job, so I can't really complain. Hopefully, you're having yourself a nice day. Let me know what you're smoking on. If you're drinking on anything, always curious to know. Getting this joint rolled up though, and then as soon as we're finished with the first beer, this dark mild, we will get the fuck, I can't even speak, man. The BrewDog one in full swing. I don't know how quickly I'm going to be able to drink this one because it's a dark beer, and I can't drink the dark ones very quickly, but we'll get there. Rolling up the Seda papers once again. I'm trying to get rid of these. I don't mind them, but the sooner they're gone, the better, in my opinion. So we are very nearly into the joint. Just need to tap it down just a little bit. Still smoking on the Sherbanger 22. Sounds nice. I'm hoping to get some, if not tomorrow, then at least by next Wednesday. Something a little bit different from the dog. Obviously, I do have this peach rings, but like I said, it's not my favorite. It tastes like perfume, so not my favorite at all. But hopefully, we're going to get something better. Maybe some Zetos or some cherry pie. Or we might even end up with a little bit of lemon, but we get what we can get. Hopefully, well, I mean, it's not looking very positive now, but I was hoping to get some blunts to smoke on before Christmas, but it's not looking positive right now. Excuse me. Something a little bit different from the double platinums. I wanted to get some. I really wanted some backwoods. I went through like a little backward phase. I didn't buy any. I can't speak tonight. I do apologize. I didn't buy any backwoods, but now I'm regretting it because I really wanted to roll up a backwood and smoke it on my birthday, but I might just have to settle for a double platinum at this point. So this is the joint of the peach rings, rolled up, ready to go. Do I have a lighter that works tonight? Is the question. So will this lighter work? Cheers. I don't know why I say cheers before I take a hit. I should say it after the joint's actually lit and I'm ready to take a hit, but I always say it right when I spark it. Sounds tasty. Looking forward to see what you pick up. I am also looking forward to see what I pick up. I don't know what it's going to be. My guy's got quite a few bits on his menu right now, but I can never be sure because I can't pick up right away. I need to wait a little bit first. So whether he's got what I want left or not is, it remains to be seen. But I wanted some permanent marker. I know I was talking about the mids the other night, but this looks really, really nice. And I don't want to be burnt again, so I don't know whether to go for it or not. Blunts would love to see. I I really enjoy blunts. It's got to be like certain kinds. I don't know how long you've been watching the channel for, but I've got a little series that I call Britain's Best Blunt, where I go through lots of different cigars slash cigarillos in the UK, because backwards over here, most places you're looking at about 20 quid. The cheapest place that I found before Christmas was £12.95 for a pack, but now that's gone up to £14, which I assume is because of the festive period. I don't really want to buy them. Somebody I know in the city centre where I live sells them, but I think that he wanted like £16 a pack, and I don't think that they're going to be good quality, to be honest with you. Well, I don't know if you know, over there in the US, joint went out already. Over here we have very, very many dodgy vape shops. Obviously, the disposable vapes are very popular with everybody right now, not just like kids, but also like adults and shit like to buy them. So if you go into this one shop, they have the illegal, I think they're like uh, um, 10,000 puff vapes, or like 20,000, something like that, something stupid anyway. And they sell them, but they also have King Palms and double platinums, and I don't know whether they were just trying to look like, whether they were making them seem like they weren't allowed to sell them or what, but they got the backwoods out from under the counter and they were like, oh, we got these as well. And they were being rate shady about it, it didn't make sense to me, because it's not illegal to sell backwards. So I don't really trust those guys, but maybe I might have a look again when I next go in town. I've seen a few. We'll definitely have to go back and get some. I'm confused, bro. Go back where? Get what? Are you talking about blunts as well? I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought you were in Mexico, or like in the US somewhere. I can't remember which. I think you said you were in Mexico. Can you not get them down there? But it's hard. It's not really like hard to find backwoods over here. It's just hard to find a very good price for them, because 99% of them are super dry, super old, but they're selling them for like £25 a pack. And it's ridiculous. Like, people will pay it. And I'm one of those people. Like, I'm not going to lie, I don't get backwoods very often, but sometimes I will get them. Most people are buying them to roll up as blunts, like to unravel the leaf and roll them back up. But a lot of them are very, very dry, so they don't work. I personally have found I do like to roll up the leaf. It's difficult. I'm not good at it, but I do like to do it. But most of them are too dry to do it. So what I've found is that if you unroll the backwood and you've got the leaf, the wrap that you would roll up as a blunt, if you crumble that into the top of a joint, you get all the taste of a backwood, all the buzz of a backwood. But you get like maybe like 5-6 joints out of a single leaf, and it tastes just as good. Obviously, you're not getting the backwood experience as rolling, like smoking a full leaf, but you're still getting the tobacco, you're still getting the flavor. In my opinion, obviously, it is easier to roll, and it tastes just as good. You're not getting as much of a hit depending on how much leaf you crumble into the joint, but if you're in the UK or somewhere where backwoods are not as prevalent and you get them and they tend to be dry, instead of rolling it as a blunt, crumble it down into your joint. Flavor, nicotine hit, burns well. For me, it's a win. Go back into your videos, see your videos, what I mean. And I'm from the US. Oh, okay. I must have gotten you confused with somebody else. My apologies. I did make a video on the I think I called it alternative way to smoke backwards or something like that, and I made it either, I don't think it was this year, I think it was like a year or maybe even 2 years ago, but it's definitely on my channel somewhere, and it's worth watching if you want to try that. I know in the in the US, you have I think it's called like Fronto leaf or grabber leaf or something like that, and you can. I've seen people roll that like as a blunt, and then they wrap a joint paper around it, or like they roll the leaf into the joint, and that doesn't make sense to me. I did that a while ago with a backwood because it was too dry to roll as a normal leaf, and I think that was about 3 years ago now. I was definitely living at home, and my well, my mum was alive, so it's got to be like 3 years ago or something now. I'm gonna put the joint down, and I'm gonna do a mini review on this. What's it called? Flashlight Phantom Dark Mild. Obviously, this is not BrewDog. This is from the Beer 52 Advent Calendar, which I haven't uploaded today because I was late home. But to me, this can is giving off Mars vibes. I know this is a pyramid, and this kind of looks like the Egyptian desert, but to me, it also looks like a Mars landscape with the stars and the moon, and the red makes me think of Mars, so that's what I'm going for. Dark Mild, I've never had before. It reminds me of and this might go along with the name, a milder version of a stout or a porter. It's black slash very dark brown. The head when I poured it was dark brown. It tastes like a mild stout or porter, which maybe is in the name, but I don't know much about mild as a beer style. I've had maybe two in the Beer 52 boxes, and both times they've been, I think they were like a deep red color and definitely not a black color, which is probably why this is a dark mild. But I like this. It's not quite as bitter or as roasty, more or like doesn't have as much coffee flavor as a stout or a porter, but it's still got all the slightly roasty, like dark fruit flavors. I would say, when I say dark fruit, I mean like raisin, dried fruit is what I'm thinking. Raisins, sultanas, currants, stuff like that. I like it. It's way lighter than a stout or a porter, but it's got way more flavor than a light beer. Not as carbonated, but still really, really nice. And I am a fan of the carbonation. I don't really like to drink the in the pub where I work, we have real ales, and we get a different one every week. And I don't mind them, but I find a lot of them to be quite flat and warm, which is not really my style. So this is quite nice. It's a nice change from what I'm used to. Get the joint sparked back up. I'm not going to be able to down this, so it might take us another couple minutes till we get to the BrewDog beer. But I'm thinking maybe we smoke this joint down, finish off this dark mild, and then we'll get into the BrewDog. Hopefully, I've been saying for the last couple of days, I want a stout in the BrewDog Advent Calendar. They're not known for stouts. In fact, they're not good at stouts either. The Black Heart is very nice. That one is better than Guinness, in my opinion. But I've tried two other stouts from them. One of them being the Grind Stout, which is quite new. It's a coffee stout, and it's horrible. It tastes artificial. It tastes too sweet. It doesn't taste like coffee at all. It tastes like you're sipping straight vanilla essence mixed with a like a sweetener or something. It's horrible. So I'm not looking forward to that. And I think that one might be tomorrow's because I'm sure I had a spoiler. But yeah, that one's not going to be good. And then after that, well, before that, should I say, way back in 2020, I had oh fuck, what do they call it now? Layer cake, I think it was. And I remember not really liking that one either. It was too sweet, too artificial. So Brewdog stouts are not very good, apart from the Black Heart, which is good. So 2 out of 3 is not bad. Well, I mean, it's 1 out of 3 really. So 1 out of 3, I guess, is bad. But I want another stout in the Brewdog calendar. I don't think we're going to get one, but we can keep our fingers crossed. Jay says hello. Hello. Coming to the end of this, like I said, I'm not going to rush it, so it is what it is. I am actually really enjoying this mild. I keep going to call it a stout, but it's not. It's a dark mild. I don't know how many times I've said, but I haven't had a dark mild before. What's today's? Today I am drinking on the Flashlight Phantom Dark Mild, which is from the Beer 52 Advent Calendar, not the beer, not not the BrewDog one, should I say? Um, dropped it. I like this. It's good. I've been really enjoying this. I haven't gotten into the BrewDog one yet because as soon as I got home from work, I need to plug in the charger before we die. As soon as I got home from work, I got onto the Beer 52 video and then I had to start the stream. So currently still sipping on the Beer 52 one, but we're going to get into the BrewDog one very, very soon. I think. Oh, I left the fucking glass in the kitchen. So give me like 30 seconds. Ash the Mashup says, "Hello, are you okay?" Yeah, man, I'm good. Like, give me 30 seconds and we'll talk some more. But I gotta go get the BrewDog glass if I don't take the mic with me. Nearly knocked it over. Like 30 seconds. Hang on. Not quite 30 seconds, I don't think. But I left the glass on the drainer. So had to go grab it real quick. I think we're gonna have to do the thing where we drink both at once because we hit the 15-minute mark, so we need to get into the BrewDog Advent Calendar. Gonna take one last sip of the Dark Mild. Right, so day number 14 of our BrewDog Advent Calendar is right down there. I don't know if you can see it. Right here. I don't know how that looked on the camera, but we're gonna get into that right now. Okay, so this is one that I've not had before. This is one that I've seen, but not in shops and stuff. So this is the Hop Frenzy Hazy IPA. This one strays from the usual BrewDog can art. It says on the side Hop Frenzy, 5.8, 330 milliliters, and then what does that say? Tropical Outburst within. So usually on the side of the BrewDog cans, it's in like a metallic thing around that, but today it's not. And again on that side and on the front here, but it's different. The can art itself is when I first saw it, I thought we were getting another Hazy Jane because that's the same kind of color scheme. It could have also been a punk, but it's not either, obviously. So it's still using the traditional BrewDog blue, but with the change on the front. So we're going to pour this out and we're going to see what it tastes like. Smells fruity, smells tropical, no head whatsoever. Cheers. That tastes like a very strong version of the Hazy Jane that we had yesterday. I don't want to prejudge it straight away, but that is just a way stronger, hoppier version of the Hazy Jane. I don't think I like that, to be honest with you. I'll just puff. Had a few already. You meaning you're just gonna smoke because you've smoked a few, drank a few already, or vice versa? I'm gonna spark the joint back up because I let it go out. A guy just got on the bus. A lad ran over and punched him in the face while he paid. What the fuck? What? He just like punched the guy as he got on the bus, bro. What the fuck? Like, I know we live in a dodgy place, but it's not. I didn't think it was that fucking rough. I've been on the bus before when I used to get the bus home on a Tuesday night. I used to get on the bus, not the bus that we get that's outside our house, but the one that we have to walk 5 minutes for. I got on that one, and every time I would get on, there would be this dude dressed in a hospital gown saying that he couldn't afford to get on the bus. And the bus drivers would all be like, right, get the fuck off then. We know you. You're not getting on this bus. Like, get the fuck off. And he'd just stand there and be like, I need to go to the hospital. And he wouldn't move, like, unless somebody either paid for him or the bus driver was like, get the fuck off now, and stood up and got him off. But yeah, like, I can't say I'm surprised, to be honest. Just ran up, shouted something, and smacked him square in the face. What the fuck that's for? And then he just fucked off. Was he a crackhead? Did he look like a crackhead? Curious. What you smoking? Anything nice? This is the peach rings at the minute. It's nice. It's the bud itself. It looks nice. It smells. The smell and the taste are not for me. If we've got any left after Christmas, I'll do a review on it, but I'm not promising anything. Um, it smells like perfume. It tastes like perfume, but it makes you feel really good. So like, yes, it's a good strain. It's good for bong rips because it just like you don't taste it as much. It goes straight to your head and it makes you feel like giddy, giggly, and just like happy and wanting, like, I don't know about wanting to do shit, but like it can make you a little bit energetic, motivated. It's nice, yeah. But the flavor of it in a joint is and the smell of it as well. The way I think I described this yesterday when somebody asked me, the way that I described it was, it smells like perfume, but it smells kind of like old lady perfume. It's like floral, and the taste of it is also perfumey. It tastes like, I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. And I don't know, I honestly can't tell you the difference, but like in my brain, this is what it tastes like. Imagine you were stood behind a woman in like her late 40s, maybe 50s, maybe like a grandma of some kind, and she sprayed perfume and the wind blew it into your mouth. That's what this tastes like. It tastes like Nana perfume. And I know that's quite specific to say, but that's the vibes that it gives to me. Hey, chill. We got the BrewDog. There he is. Hey, come here. Hello, BrewDog. Come here. Come here. Give me your face. The BrewDog has joined the stream. But I need to light the joint, buddy. I'm sorry. He's big mad about that. Yeah, he's gone to lay right there. He'll be back in a second, I bet you. Like Rose's sweets. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might be onto something there. It smells like The I guess like the strawberry roses sweets. They taste fucking horrible, by the way. Worst sweets going. Little roadman. Other guy looks young, like early 20s, in a first group high vis jacket. What the fuck? Probably a fucking TikTok video or something, I bet. It wouldn't surprise me if it was. Be up the bus driver for TikTok views. But yeah, I suppose like maybe Turkish delight, but not quite. I don't like Turkish delight. But yeah, it tastes like perfumey. So anything perfumey that you can think of, it tastes like that. It feels great and it burns nice and it looks nice, but yeah, I don't like the taste of it. I can get past it. It's not the worst tasting weed in the world, but I don't know if I would choose it again. No, he wasn't filming or anything. He might not have been filming, but you don't know who around him was filming. That's the one. The strawberry roses are the worst thing ever. I don't know a single person. Well, I don't know if people pretend to like them or what, but they don't taste good. Even like I like orange and chocolate is a good combination, but even the orange cream ones don't taste good either. So just not flush though. What do you mean? It's burning fine. Like it's burning pretty white. It's not the whitest strain I've ever had, but it's not burning black. I don't think it's anything to do with the flower, like because it burns fine. It smells exactly like it tastes. Like it's not like it smells one way, and then you put it in the joint, and then it tastes a different way. As soon as you open the bag, as soon as I got it home, when I opened it, I remember saying, "This smells like perfume." It smelled really weird because I got an ounce of dog, and I think it was only half of the peach rings, but the dog smelled like dog, and the peach rings smelled like perfume. It's not a regular thing of this guy. Like every strain smells different, but you know, none of them smelled like this one. This one just smelled like extra perfumey. I know you know now what you want about, so no offense. Like I wouldn't say that. Like I don't know exactly. I don't know shit. Like I always say this. I say this on literally like nearly every single one of my videos. I don't know shit about shit. I just smoke weed and I know what I like and I know what I don't like. But through smoking, you know what's good and what's bad. Again, not saying that I know what's perfect. Like I got fucking fooled. Um, I got fooled with this dog that I've got because it looks amazing. It smells good. It feels really nice when you're breaking it up, but it smokes like shit. So I'm not saying I don't know everything. I but I think that this weed is not it's not bad weed, it's just a strain with a smell and a flavor that I particularly don't really like. Like I like the effects of it, like I've said a few times, makes you feel fucking stupid and silly and it's really nice, but you just got to get over the flavor of it. It's not something that I would not smoke. It's just something that you think, so this is not my favorite flavor, but I can finish this, you know? My spelling is bad. That's fine, bro. I know what you meant anyway, but like, yeah, I don't really. I'm not an idiot. I know some things, but I don't. I don't know a lot. I'm not gonna pretend and say like I know a lot, but I think through smoking, obviously for a few years and watching a lot of weed related content, you get to learn what is good and what's not. But even so, like you can watch as many videos as you want, but unless you're smoking and you're looking and you're feeling and like smelling and seeing the weed for yourself, you don't really know what's good and what's not. So as far as I'm concerned, I think I can tell some pretty good UK from some bad UK. I'm not one of those people that's gonna look at the bud and think that it looks great, so it's gonna be amazing. Like you need to break it down and feel it and smoke it and shit before you know if it's good or whether it's bad. And like I said, like I've been fooled before. This dog that I got now, it the effects are great, like the fine, and I'm good. I like them, but in a joint, it doesn't burn the whitest of white, and that's not the most. It is important in a way, but for me, as long as it makes me feel good, then I'm good. So we finished the flashlight phantom. Pardon me. That one was nice. I like that one. I if you'd asked me before, I would have said that I don't like milds. But not that I don't like milds, because everyone that I've had has been okay, but it would be nothing that I would go for if I saw it on a menu in a pub. I wouldn't go for it. But maybe I will in the future because that was quite enjoyable. This hop frenzy, I'm not convinced. You're not convincing me that this is not just hazy Jane with extra hop flavor. I'm not I don't dislike again, pardon me. I don't dislike hops, but if something is advertised to me as, I'm so gassy, I do apologize. If something's advertised as super hoppy, I tend not to go for it because it's not really my bag. I like fruity. I like West Coast IPAs because they tend to be fruitier. I can't even speak. Like, I feel like I'm slurring. I don't even know if I am, but it feels that way. But this to me, I am not convinced. I feel like this might be a market employ because the can, I don't have the can from the other day, but it looks exactly like a hazy Jane can. Why can't I speak, bro? It looks exactly like that, but it's got the hop frenzy IPA thing on it. So I reckon that the hop frenzy IPA is just the hazy Jane with added hops. Bro, I'm slurring the fuck out of my words. Cannot speak for the life of me. But we are going to roll up the second joint as we finish off the, what is it called? Hop Frenzy. With the cider papers. I'm trying to use these up. I said it earlier, but they're not bad. I don't mind them. They're pretty good, but I would always go for raws over anything else. If they had these and they were cheaper than the raws, I would go for these because I know that these are also decent. But if I'm going to some random like petrol station, then I'm gonna pick up raws over most things. If anybody else is smoking along, let me know what you're smoking on. Let me know if you're drinking on anything. This is going to be a tiny, tiny joint. Just using the remainders of what was in my grinder. This is next to nothing. We might have to add some more to this. So it might have to be a half peach rings, half dog joint. Yeah, this is going to be way too skinny. I can't wait to show you the size of this joint. It's so small. I feel like I'm going to have to grind up some dog just to fill the end of the joint. Because this is far too skinny. Far too small. Look at this. Also, like, I noticed earlier when I was on the way home, YouTube age restricted like the first 5 of my advent calendar live streams, but like literally none of the other ones, which doesn't make any sense to me, but go off, I guess. Right, I don't even know if I'm gonna stuff the end of this or not. I tell you what, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna grind up a little bit of dog and we're gonna stuff the end with the dog. Do you know what? Nah, actually. Actually, what we're gonna do is, where'd I put it? We're gonna put this in the bong. So I'm still using the same bowl from the other night. I have not cleaned it yet. But you know, it's gonna be fine. I changed the water today. I filmed a. I didn't film. I just smoked. I thought I filmed, but I didn't. Just smoked. So clean water, not clean bowl. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take us the bong rip, and then we're gonna review the beer, and then we're gonna dip. So bong rip right here. Smoke along. Cheers. Move this out of the way. Only a small one, but instantly we feel better. I don't know why, but like the weed makes me slur like fuck after a little while, and then you need that little wake up bong, and good. So the Hop Rocket, not Hop Rocket, that's a different beer entirely. The Hop Frenzy, I don't think I like it. Not for me. I think you should have left the Hazy Jane as she was, and you've kind of ruined it a bit. You've just added what percentage? What? 5.8, and I think the Hazy Jane was 5 from memory. So 5, you've added like 0.8%. You've added some hop flavor, and nah, I don't really like it. You should have just left her as was. I don't really like it, to be fair. So nah, the Hop Frenzy is gonna get a 3.5 out of 10 from me. I'll finish it, but I don't really like it. Not really my thing, not for me. Smoking some purple cookie dog shake. 210.5 a bar. I'm amazed. The dog I pay 160 on. No. Wait, I'm confused. I don't know what that means, bro. You pay 160 an ounce for the dog, and then 210 for half. I don't bro, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't understand. I just knocked the mic. I do apologize. Yeah, you're paying for shake. How much for the ounce of shake? You need to break it down for me because I don't understand what you mean. 160 an ounce of regular, and how much an ounce of shake? I am not like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Prices for me, I think I get pretty good prices for what I get. Um, an ounce of dog usually is probably like 140, and it's always good. It's never like, well, I'm not gonna say it's never shit because sometimes it's scrappy, but I don't usually buy the dog, so it's very rare that I'll buy the dog unless it looks really good, like this one did. Which now that I know, if it looks really good, it's not always going to be really good. So it's very rare that I'll buy the dog. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But if it's good shake, then fair enough. Like, go ahead. I also don't like to buy the shake because last time I bought shake, it had like rocks in it. Not like rocks. I don't. I think now that I know a little bit more from looking it up and shit, it probably was like perlite. Well, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but from the grow. But when I found like a little tiny white rock in there, I was like, "What the fuck is that? I'm not buying that again." So I've never bought shakes since. White stuff, yeah. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night right here because the hot frenzy is not good. I'm not enjoying this, and I don't know why, but that last joint made me feel really kind of fucked up. I think I'm just super tired. So we're gonna call it a night here. It was fun. Come back tomorrow for day number 15, and peace.